In this episode, we're gonna make her testify.
Testify, sister!
We made the same joke at the last episode and this episode beginning.
Well, it's in case they didn't hear me.
What words did I just sentence then?
What?
Exactly.
Stop.
The empty guitar case. I believe this to be a crucial piece of the puzzle.
I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this. But it is you.
I can't believe I'm doing this either.
Alright, I'll follow along, for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know.
There's no other fingerprints on the case. You didn't open it. It was either already open or somebody opened it afterwards. No, actually, nobody opened it afterwards. It would have always been open, theoretically.
Yeah, but then the top of the guitar case is wet, so how did it get open? And it had to be after the vase fell, and the vase was already broken in the picture.
Right. Did the assassin use what's-his-face to open the guitar case?
We're still not
Juan?
knowing anything about the assassin yet.
Did she use gloves to open the guitar case and that's why there's no fingerprints?
A possibility.
I mean, I don't know any other explanation other than they might have been washed off, but all of the fingerprints should have been gone then if that was the case. The case. So the case, like it's like a
Because
the case.
Yeah, I get it. Ha.
We're doing a court case about the guitar case, and in this case,
You sound like a basket case. Anyway, let's move on.
Anyway, it looks like this really wasn't a very important point. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting.
Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination.
Using anyway to change the topic. A convenient escape for a weak man.
You know, I do that a lot, actually, don't I?
Anyway?
I say anyway a lot.
So?
You just called me weak, basically.
He didn't call you weak, he called Phoenix weak. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but Phoenix is...
Yeah. I love Phoenix, but he's also not the brightest. Yet he still somehow comes out on top.
He's the Luigi of this universe.
Yeah.
He stumbles his way to victory because he's just incredibly lucky.
Yeah.
It's none of that weird tangible luck bullshit fucking...
Nagito. During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind? Well, you see, are you sure that are you sure you are the one who opened the guitar case?
She's waiting for someone to tell her she should answer or not.
Sounds like her dependent side is taking over.
Well, Miss Andrews?
Yes, it was me. So, you opened the guitar case then? Yes, well, maybe. Why did you open the guitar case? Huh? Mr. Corey's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case.
As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body, she was dazed.
She dazed.
She dazed.
She dazed.
For days. She dazed for days.
I would like this court to stop using such weird slang.
Your Honor, when she saw the dead body, she was high.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Maybe I was high.
Marijuana, it's a mind-affecting drug.
Yeah,
I smoked a little early in the evening. Like,
it does kind of affect my memory a little bit. Wait, I shouldn't say that right now. I'm testifying.
It helps with my anxiety, you know. So this way, when I was putting my costume on to go do the interview for
Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was all right or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it. Why would she care about the bright red guitar? But getting back on topic. Was it really empty? I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside.
How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism.
Johnny is cleaning
his
glasses.
The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright.
Sorry.
No penalty though, right?
No penalty. Did you get your glasses somehow snagged on your shirt?
Yeah.
What the hell?
There's a tiny little bit of the ball point on this other side too that if I'm trying to clean, and sometimes it gets snagged in there because it just gets it and it bundles up.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's alright. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body? Yes, that's probably it.
For which bit? The pouring yourself a cup or?
I forgot to even look.
Oh.
I'm not going to get anywhere if I continue pressing it like this. The only way to make a talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try.
Come on, Phoenix. We can't afford to let up on her now.
I wasn't planning on letting up, but...
She's at her weakest now, so this is our chance.
Yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with.
I'm sure a weapon is hiding somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found.
Okay. As for why... That's why, okay. I wonder.
What are you looking for?
I'm saving first. Could it be... No.
Why would it be the photo Lana took?
It's... I don't know.
What do you think it is?
See, the problem is that I know something because I played this before, so...
There's another piece that you haven't told me, even.
Yes.
Okay. Is it relating to the assassin?
No. It actually does relate to Miss Andrews.
Okay. Was she looking in the case because she thought maybe the note thing was in the guitar case?
No. I'll go ahead and tell you...
Even weirder than that.
I'll go ahead and tell you because I already spoiled so much anyway that it barely even matters.
Mm-hmm.
There was another Nickel Samurai costume inside the guitar case.
What?
Yeah, and that's when she put the costume on and left the room, and that's when the picture was taken.
How did she know about that? Why was it in there instead of the guitar?
You know, I don't remember. I just remember that's what what it is.
So there is an exact replica of the button and everything. That the whole tirade I went on earlier. There actually was a little bit of a semblance to that, huh?
Wait, is that actually what happened? My memory is a bit foggy because it's been a while, and I never actually completed this case. How far did I get into this case actually? Are we already past the point where No, because I think I know a little bit more.
Are you absolutely certain that in the case was another Nickel Samurai costume though?
I vaguely remember there being a costume in the case, and I think it was another Nickel Samurai costume, but I could be wrong?
Are you sure it's the guitar case that you're thinking about, and not his suitcase, maybe?
There was a reason he left his guitar at the studio. There was something he put in the guitar case. And I think that something was a costume, but maybe it was something else. I know that the case is important, though.
So the case had something in it besides the guitar. It wasn't just an empty case.
Correct.
Okay. And it was a costume of some sort, you said?
I think. I might be remembering wrong, though.
I mean, I guess theoretically it would fit. It would just be a little weird. And also, why a Nickel Samurai outfit, not...
Because...
a Jammin' Ninja?
because remember how Matt said he doesn't remember anything about scheduling a press conference to confess something?
Yeah.
Juan was actually going to wear the Nickel Samurai costume and confess something in his place. Like, he was going to stage a confession, basically, to ruin his reputation.
Oh! Okay, that's not where I thought this was going at all. I thought it was going to be him confessing something about the suicide note, or maybe even confessing something like his feelings for Andrews, not... Oh. Oh, no. Okay, the case... So then you would have to prove that it's not empty.
That is right, but again, I might be too far ahead, you know? Because I know too much.
Right, well, before that information, like, trying to prove anything about the guitar case seems irrelevant because the guitar's not there because that was found at the studio, so it's not like that was stolen or anything. The only thing missing is the camera.
Well, we found the camera. It was, with Miss Oldbag.
Right. So then we're not trying to prove that the case was empty because we can see here in the photo that it is. And the glass shards are... So then why was it opened?
Well, she's saying that she doesn't know why she opened it, but obviously she does. She's just saying that she doesn't.
Well, then why did she open it? Can you not prove that she had a reason to?
I don't know. Can I prove that yet? Because I might be ahead of the game still. And that's why I was presenting this, because that's her leaving the room in the costume.
Well, wait, if he was planning all that, then that would imply that when she went to talk to him, he's the one that put the costume in the case. That's why it bears his fingerprints and he opened it.
Yes.
So, if she took the costume and put it on...
But the vase. The vase is still an issue. Because the case would have been closed when the vase fell.
Then maybe she had went in there as just her to talk to him. Pouring herself a glass of juice, you know, as she's like, you know, discussing things or whatever, as a friendly conversation, you know, like, instead of pouring a wine glass, she just uses tomato juice, because whatever. Or maybe she's just thirsty, whatever. She goes in, she puts the thing down, clumsily knocks the thing over, because she's, you know, breaking a little bit. Because she's dealing with the very man who is supposed to have hidden the suicide note to her everything. He's literally... right there, the key to her entire life.
I thought maybe... No, sorry. Yeah, because... Sorry, continue. I had a hunch.
So with that being the case, the fact that he's got a plan to do something back against Matt, whom she is manager of, and he needs her to put on his costume, that's a little weird, don't you think?
Yeah... Well, no, he wasn't gonna have her put it on. He was gonna put it on. The reason she put it on, I don't... Wait, why did she put it on? Fuck. I think
Is it because she's afraid of the tabloids and she was sneaking out as if it was just them two arguing or something?
Maybe. I think we might have reached near the point where I haven't gone past, actually. I know I'm a little bit more ahead of this because I know this much, but beyond that, I might not actually know.
Okay. So we definitely know she was in there either when or slightly before the case was opened, and she knocked over the flower vase and it spilled water on top of the case.
Yes.
Juan has to have been the one to open the guitar case afterwards, because he's the one... Maybe he was checking the costume for damage or watermarks or something.
Maybe.
He has to have been the one to open it though, because it only bears his fingerprints.
When would he have died? Because obviously he's dead in the picture where it's open.
Right.
If I can find it.
If the guitar case was just open that whole time, he's dressed in his outfit, so he was obviously preparing to get up and go to the conference, and that's his outfit, right?
Yes. Okay, so actually that means that the replica button isn't even a thing, because that is his costume, and the spare costume would have been a Nickel Samurai costume.
Right, so that has no relevance whatsoever.
Correct.
Okay, alright. So then, If he was supposed to dress up in the Nickel Samurai costume, why is he in his?
Fuck, that's a good question. Fuck. I don't know. I either don't remember or never knew to begin with.
Well, this, because it's literally right before he was putting on his makeup and everything to go out and, you know, be the
Nickel Samurai?
Not
the Jammin' Ninja.
Yeah, Jammin' Ninja, with his guitar case and everything for the conference show. It implies that he was caught kind of unawares before being strangled, so I guess he probably wasn't expecting anybody. But Adrian would have no reason to kill him, because that would be counterproductive to her own agenda, whatever that may be.
To find the suicide note.
Right. I mean, that it would be counterproductive even to her own agenda, so she has absolutely no reason to kill him either.
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason why it would be in there was if he packed it and he was gonna... So then why is he dressed in his and not the extra costume?
Maybe it's because he just got back from being on stage and he had to be in his Jammin' Ninja's costume for the award ceremony. Oh,
right, and he hadn't changed yet.
Yeah.
So he was back in his dressing room.
Probably about to change when he got attacked. But when does Adrian come in?
Well, apparently Adrian came in and already discovered the dead body.
Right, but then she would have knocked down the case, and if the case was already open by then, it would have been on the inside.
So she walks in, pours herself a glass of juice, dazed, sets it down, knocks over the vase. It hits the top of the case, so that means the case can't be open until at some point after.
I think I have an idea. She says I opened the guitar case, but this is something we've been skipping over this whole time. Only Corey's fingerprints are on it.
Right, yeah, there.
Oh my, it was that simple. It was that simple.
Wow.
You even mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, I mentioned it multiple times. Like, no, wait, it can't be that because the guitar case only has his prints on it, so he had to open it.
I don't know why I looked past that.
So, if nothing else, at least we can prove that, no, she did not open it.
Correct.
So, what does that really mean? I guess we're about to find out.
So, wait, so how did she get the Nickel Samurai costume, though? Anyway, I guess we'll find out. There is no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear.
My dear Andrews.
Because the only fingerprints on the guitar case are those of the victim.
What is it, Miss Andrews?
You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time?
Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time?
It was a night of the award ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime.
That's strange. You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? Yeah, how about the vase that has all your fingerprints?
The glass.
Yeah, the glass, I mean. And I have your proof right here. This wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself the glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case?
Jesus, her glass is shattered.
Jeez Louise.
And she just pulls out an extra pair. Is this a regular occurrence?
I guess.
What are in our glasses then? What the fuck? That's what was most concerning to me. Like, is she okay? Could she still see? Like, does she need surgery?
Did glass shards get in her eyes at all?
I guess not, because she just pulled out another pair, put them on like it was nothing, so... Order! 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 Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time.
What do you mean?
I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here.
But it's just an empty case.
I wonder if it really was empty, though.
But the guitar, the red guitar is at the studio.
Felix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case that was not... What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either.
Phoenix... Listen, there was nothing guitar related in the guitar case. There was something else. There has to be.
I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that, on the case...
Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic, and lull us all into his misguided...
No, Your Honor. Please, recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed during the crime scene took place. Or the crime photo, I mean. However, it is wide open in the photo of the crime scene. I am sure that this guitar case has some relation to the murder.
If you were so sure, Wright, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder.
Can you do that, Mr. Wright?
Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar case was not the only thing that could have been in the case.
The bright red guitar not being the only thing. You don't mean to suggest that a bright black guitar was put in the...
So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty. Is that it, right?
I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove.
To fight that head of yours, you haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder?
Can I say no?
No?
What would I present? The photo?
Something... I guess?
Yeah.
This is a photograph.
Yes, but what's important is what's in that picture, Your Honor.
In this picture?
Doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Right. Are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that?
That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, so could you, Miss Andrews?
I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support this preposterous idea?
Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct?
You made this photo? Order! Order! It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we?
Nice job, Phoenix.
Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. Ain't that the truth, Phoenix?
Right.
So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume.
Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Ungar's. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case, of all places?
True, that is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case?
Mr. Ungar did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costumes we were talking about was a spare one.
What?
Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case?
It would mean that the victim has somehow brought this spare to the ceremony on purpose.
But why? The victim, Mr. Korya, was the Jammin' Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai's spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act?
And therein lies a sickening point.
Sticking point.
Sticking point.
What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue?
Huh? No, I just...
Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai's spare costume?
Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer. And then answer with gusto. I believe in you.
Alright, this is what I think. Saving.
Saving.
The reason the victim brought the nickel samurai spare to the hotel was...
What is this?
On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the nickel samurai was going to hold a special press conference.
A press conference?
Yes. The nickel samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference.
I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right?
But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Ungard himself said he had no idea they were supposed to be holding a... he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night.
Ah. But how can that be?
The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up. By none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Correa himself.
The victim?
Yes. The spare nickel samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Correa was going to hold a press conference as a nickel samurai.
He was going to dress up as the nickel samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing?
That's something I don't quite know yet, however. What I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference.
The nickel samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself.
Which means that Juan Correa, posing as a nickel samurai, was going to speak about Matt Ungard.
Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But if that's the case, that's not a confession. That's public disclosure. Miss Andrews?
I can see why you are pros at what you do.
Pardon me?
Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan.
Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this.
I was the one who he asked to help set it up, and the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me.
You?
Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year, and if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway.
He was going to ruin him, huh?
It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. What?
And do you know what the secret of Mr. Ungard's is, Miss Andrews?
That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is.
Ah, I see.
I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone, but that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt, after all. Protect Mr. Ungard?
And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
All these fucking people out here lying in the middle of court, where they swear on the Bible to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Which, I mean, I guess it's just a book, but at the same time, like...
Also, is that even a thing in this universe? I haven't seen any Bibles.
Maybe not, probably not, but the thing is, like, you're lying in a courtroom, and they're just How does the prosecution have any, like, case at all?
At this point, yeah.
Like, whatsoever. How are there people even prosecuting being like, oh, I accused you of a thing? Who can we trust to say that, yeah, you're right? Like, I mean, literally every single witness brought into this fucking thing we've proved has been lying.
And also, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Exactly.
So far, we've had to prove innocence to all of our clients.
Who were accused of being guilty
of
one thing or another.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like innocent until proven guilty to me. It seems like the other way around.
Right.
Oh well.
It's like, well, jeez, how does this whole fucking operation work?
Right.
Anyway.
Anyway, in the next episode, we'll hear what she has to say
about protecting Matt.
Correct. See you guys then.
Bye.